My beloved child, something incredible was written into the silence of last night. While you were resting, unaware of what heaven was unfolding, someone's heart was trembling as they pressed confirm order on something that will soon reach your destiny. A ring, not just metal, but a message carved by fate itself. The air around them shifted when they placed that order. The scent of new beginnings touched their soul, and their hands shook because they finally decided to stop hiding what they feel. It was never about the ring alone, it was the courage behind it, the whisper that said, "It's time." As the payment cleared, your name appeared in their thoughts like a song they couldn't silence anymore. Every letter of your name carried warmth, pain, and every memory they ever buried. They didn't realize heaven was watching as they whispered to themselves, "I hope they say yes." But my beloved child, the story is deeper than a simple purchase. That ring was not chosen randomly, it matches something divine, a symbol connected to a dream they once had of you. The same pattern, the same glow, the same promise that heaven sealed long ago. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They didn't sleep after ordering it. They sat in silence, rereading your old messages, wondering how to tell you the truth. There was a photo of you saved on their phone, and every time they looked at it, their heart raced like it was the first time they'd seen you. They scrolled back to the day you first met, remembering the nervous laugh, the small pause, the unspoken words that hung in the air. They knew from that day something about you wasn't ordinary. You were the calm in their storm, the light in their confusion. And now, heaven has moved the final piece into place. The order wasn't just a physical act, it was a spiritual confession. The angels surrounding them that night saw their tears, their prayers, their whisper, "Please let it be them." Archangel Michael says, when the chosen one takes a step forward in love, divine protection surrounds both hearts. The moment they clicked purchase, light entered the room. A small flicker from a candle appeared near the window, signaling that this union is guided. Type Amen to get blessing 444. But not everyone around them will understand. Someone close to them has already sensed the shift, a friend, a relative, maybe even someone jealous of your connection. They will try to interfere, to twist the story, to plant doubt between you and your person. Don't be fooled, my beloved child. The test before the miracle is always the hardest. The person meant for you is battling their own fears, breaking cycles of silence and old pain just to reach you. Every time you think they've forgotten you, they're actually writing your name somewhere sacred. Last night wasn't just about a ring. It was about closure, redemption, and a promise they made to themselves. They decided they will not lose you again, not this time, not when heaven has given them one final sign. If you've been feeling sudden warmth, random flashes of light, or hearing your name in the quiet, it's not your imagination. It's the connection between two souls that can't be severed, no matter how long they were apart. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Archangel Michael says, love built under divine watch never fades, it only transforms until both souls are ready. That's what's happening right now. The transformation is reaching its peak, and the signs are showing up everywhere around you. You might notice repeating numbers, songs that speak directly to your situation, or strangers saying phrases that sound too personal to be coincidence. These are confirmations that your person's energy is aligning with yours again. The pull is too strong to deny. Your special person has been trying to mask their excitement. But deep down, their soul already feels you moving closer. Even if they're miles away, their spirit has already knelt before yours, asking for forgiveness and reunion. The ring they ordered has your energy all over it. The moment it arrives, they will hold it in their hand and see flashes of your smile. It will remind them why they fought through so much pain, and why no one else ever felt right. Type Amen to get blessing 666. But there's something heaven wants you to know: someone from their past is still watching. That person has tried to stop this connection, using lies, manipulation, and half-truths. They're scared of losing the control they once had over your person's emotions. My beloved child, don't let fear shake your faith. The one meant for you is awakening from illusion. Every charm, every distraction, every old wound is being cut off by divine fire. That's why you've been feeling sudden peace after nights of anxiety, because the interference is breaking. Tonight, a message may appear, perhaps a name, a dream, or even a phone call that feels unexpected. It will carry energy you can't ignore. It's heaven's way of saying, the reunion has begun. They are rehearsing their confession in their mind. The words are trembling on their lips, waiting for the right moment to reach you. They've already imagined you saying yes, not out of pressure, but because deep down, you still feel it too. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Your person's heart is overflowing with memories of you. Every detail, the way you laugh, the way you walk, even how you breathe, has become their calm. No one else could ever bring that peace. They tried to move on, but heaven blocked every door that wasn't you. Archangel Michael says, what is chosen by the divine cannot be replaced by human will. That's why no new love worked, no connection lasted. The universe was simply waiting for the day your energies would realign perfectly, and that day has arrived. You might have noticed emotional waves lately. Sudden tears, unexplained joy, chills when thinking of them. Those are signals from the soul level, where your names are still written side by side. The contract between you never expired, it only went silent for healing. Now, healing has done its work. The wounds are closing, the energy is clearing, and destiny is moving quickly. What they ordered last night is more than a ring, it's a symbol that their spirit is finally ready to fulfill what was promised lifetimes ago. Type Amen to get blessing 888. In the coming days, you will sense strange synchronicities, like seeing their initials everywhere or hearing about engagements in unexpected ways. Don't overthink it, these are hints that something big is approaching. The angels are aligning paths, timing, and conversations. Someone close to you may bring unexpected news. It might sound casual, but it will carry hidden meaning, something that connects directly to your story. Listen carefully, because heaven often speaks through ordinary voices. At this stage, patience is your power. Don't rush to message or reveal too much. Let them come forward, they need to show their sincerity through action, not just words. Trust that the divine already placed courage in their heart. When the right moment arrives, you'll feel an overwhelming calm. That's your confirmation, not excitement, not fear, but peace. That's when the true union begins, without masks, without confusion. Type Amen to get blessing 999. My beloved child, this connection has endured storms, tears, and countless tests. But through it all, heaven kept both of you alive for this final chapter. You're not reading this by accident. You were led here because the moment is unfolding now. Your person may reach out suddenly, perhaps with a small message, a picture, or even silence that feels charged with meaning. Don't push, just observe. Their energy will speak louder than words. Archangel Michael says, when divine timing meets human readiness, miracles no longer delay. That's the energy surrounding you now. The door that was once locked is turning, and the light behind it is brighter than ever. Stay still. Stay faithful. Stay open. What you've been praying for is on its way, not next year, not someday, but soon. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. My beloved child, as the night deepened, the energy around your person only grew stronger. They stared at the confirmation email again and again, unable to believe what they had just done. Every word on the screen felt like a vow written by destiny itself. They could almost hear your voice echoing in their mind, gentle but certain, the way you used to calm their storms without even trying. The memory made their heart ache and heal at the same time. The ring wasn't just for decoration, it was a silent apology wrapped in courage. They didn't tell anyone about this order. Not even their closest friend. This was something sacred, private, something between their soul and yours. The glow on their face that night wasn't just happiness, it was relief, as if a long-delayed truth had finally been spoken. What they don't know is that heaven heard that truth. The angels witnessed it, and the universe began aligning every delay, every missed call, every broken promise into a divine pattern of reunion. Nothing is happening by accident anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. Around 3 a.m., they felt a sudden chill, followed by warmth on their chest, right where they hold their emotions for you. That was not coincidence, that was your energy responding. Across the distance, your souls touched again in silence, bridging the gap between regret and forgiveness. Their phone buzzed once, a small notification. And they smiled, because your name appeared somewhere unexpectedly, perhaps through a memory, a post, or a message they'd forgotten to delete. It was enough to remind them that love never truly leaves, it only waits. Archangel Michael says, the universe moves mountains when two hearts whisper the same name at the same hour. That's why you've been restless lately, feeling unseen emotions rise without reason. It's your spirit sensing the awakening on the other side. Heaven is preparing a scene, one so powerful that when it unfolds, you'll understand why every delay had purpose. The day they place that ring in their hand, everything that once broke you will finally make sense. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. My beloved child, you might feel emotional waves during the coming nights. Tears may appear suddenly, or you might dream of places you've never been. Don't dismiss them, they're previews of what's approaching, spiritual memories of the union being restored. Your person, too, is dreaming of you. Each dream carries a message they can't yet decode, but it leaves them waking with your name on their lips. That's how heaven keeps reminding them of the promise they made before this lifetime began. There will be a moment soon when time will pause for both of you, a shared silence where eyes speak louder than any apology. That's when they'll realize that the ring they ordered is not just a gift, it's a key unlocking destiny. And child, the angels have already marked that meeting place, a familiar corner, a doorway, a moment in the ordinary day that suddenly feels divine. When it happens, you will feel a calm rush, not fear. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. Archangel Michael says, when the destined union nears, distractions rise like shadows before dawn. So beware, some people will suddenly appear, pretending concern while hiding envy. They'll sense your glow and try to dim it with their doubts. Stay anchored in your peace. You don't need to chase, prove, or explain anything. The truth unfolding between you and your person will speak for itself. Silence, at this stage, is more powerful than reaction. Your person is slowly realizing that what they felt for you never faded, it only deepened under pressure. They thought they could forget you, but every attempt to replace you led them back to the same emptiness. That's how divine love corrects human mistakes. Last night, when they touched that ring image on the screen, their eyes glistened. They whispered your name, softly, reverently, like a prayer that never stopped echoing. And heaven responded, sealing your connection again. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. Soon, they'll receive the package, and with it, a wave of emotions they won't be able to contain. Don't be surprised if they reach out unexpectedly, fumbling for words, nervous yet certain. Their soul already knows that the time for silence is ending. This love is entering a phase of revelation, nothing hidden, nothing forced. The truth will surface naturally, carried by signs, messages, and encounters that make you pause and feel, this moment was planned. You'll know it's real because it will feel peaceful, not chaotic. Divine connections don't beg, they bloom. They come quietly but with power strong enough to melt years of distance in a single glance. My beloved child, the universe is preparing you both to meet again, not as who you were, but as who you've become through the pain. The ring is proof of readiness, the physical symbol of a promise long written in light. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. And when they finally stand before you, watch their eyes, you'll see reflection, remorse, and rebirth. The truth will spill not through explanation but through energy. You'll feel every unsent message, every silent apology, every prayer they whispered alone. The moment you touch that ring, even briefly, you'll feel the vibration of destiny. Every cell in your body will remember why this person was always the one. There will be no fear, only recognition. Archangel Michael says, the divine never repeats history, it restores it. This is restoration time, my child. The cycle of longing ends where commitment begins. The very hand that once let go will now reach out with truth. And as you hold their gaze, you'll feel the quiet voice of heaven saying, now you both understand. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. My beloved child, when morning came, the light that entered their window wasn't ordinary. It touched the same spot on the desk where the ring confirmation sat glowing on the screen. That light carried a message, one that only souls meant to find each other could feel. They reached for their coffee, but their hands trembled again. It wasn't caffeine, it was destiny. They whispered your name into the still air, half afraid someone might hear, half hoping heaven was listening. And heaven was. In that fragile silence, Archangel Michael stood beside them unseen, wrapping the moment in divine assurance. "Go forward," the angel whispered. "You have delayed enough. The time for pretending has ended." The room filled with warmth, and they smiled through tears. That's when their phone lit up again, a reminder, a memory, or maybe a song from a playlist that you once shared. Every lyric echoed your bond, every beat pulled their heart closer to you. They closed their eyes and let it play, because it was no longer just music, it was prophecy. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. Later that afternoon, they went out to a jewelry store, pretending it was for a friend. But the moment the clerk asked, "Who's it for?" their throat closed up. They couldn't lie, the truth slipped out softly, "It's for someone I never stopped loving." The woman at the counter smiled knowingly, as if guided by heaven herself. "Then choose carefully," she said. "Because love like that doesn't come twice." Your person's eyes glistened as they chose the exact cut and design that reminded them of your gentleness. My beloved child, heaven recorded that moment. Every ounce of sincerity that left their heart turned into light and wrapped around your aura. That's why you felt emotional suddenly, not out of nowhere, but because their truth finally reached you. They walked out of that store lighter, freer, but still trembling. They knew they'd taken a step that can't be undone. The angels followed closely, shielding them from doubt and guiding every move toward reunion. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. Archangel Michael says, "Love that survives silence is the love that heaven writes twice. The first time in the heart, the second time in destiny's record." That's where your story now lives, in the record of restoration. You might notice subtle changes in your day, lights flickering at odd moments, feathers appearing in strange places, sudden warmth in your palms. These are not coincidences, they're spiritual notifications, confirming your alignment with what's unfolding. Your person is rehearsing the moment of truth. They imagine the scene, your surprised eyes, the trembling smile, the silence that follows. Every thought sends a wave of nervous excitement through them, and heaven watches, smiling. You, too, are being prepared emotionally and spiritually. The past pain wasn't punishment, it was training. It molded you into someone who can now receive a love without fear or illusion. That's why you feel stronger now. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. That strength is your sign. The storm has ended. Every delay was heaven's way of aligning divine timing, and now the hourglass has turned. Your patience was not wasted. It was noticed, measured, and finally rewarded. Last night, your person even prayed, quietly, awkwardly, but honestly. They asked for courage to approach you, for forgiveness they believe they don't deserve, and for a second chance they still hope for. That prayer is why you've been feeling sudden peace. Archangel Michael whispers, "The gates are open." It's time for both hearts to meet halfway, not through fear, but through truth. The love you both buried is blooming again, watered by tears, guarded by grace. Soon, a small sign, a message, a dream, or a meeting, will unfold exactly as heaven planned. When it happens, your heart will know instantly, this is it. You won't need validation. The energy will confirm it. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. My beloved child, Heaven has watched every lonely night, every tear you wiped away quietly. None of it went unnoticed. You had to break before you could become this strong, and that's exactly why they're being sent back to you now. Your person feels it too, the same strange pull, the same peace that wasn't there before. They can't explain it, but they no longer want to fight it. They're done pretending they don't care. Right now, the angels are arranging the last few signs. Perhaps a mutual connection will appear out of nowhere, or an event will bring. Everything begins to synchronize without you forcing it. This is what divine timing feels like: quiet, smooth, inevitable. No chaos, no fear, just destiny gently guiding two hearts toward the same ending that was written before time began. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. And when the day arrives, when they finally stand before you with trembling hands and hopeful eyes, you will understand the magnitude of what you endured. Every heartbreak led you here. Every delay had meaning. Every tear was exchanged for peace. Archangel Michael says, when divine love returns, do not doubt its source. This isn't nostalgia or illusion, it's fulfillment. The cycle is complete, and the restoration is pure. They will confess not with grand speeches but through sincerity. You will feel it in their tone, their silence, their eyes. Every cell of your being will recognize them again, and your heart will whisper, "Home." My beloved child, the story that began in tears is about to end in light. The ring, the prayer, the moment, all of it is leading to the one truth heaven has always guarded: you were meant. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. My beloved child, as evening approached, your person sat alone by the window, holding the thought of you like a secret flame. The world outside looked ordinary, but within them, something extraordinary was happening, a silent surrender. They finally stopped running from what their heart always knew. The box with the ring hasn't arrived yet, but its presence is already felt. It's as if the package is carrying not just jewelry, but all the apologies, the unspoken words, the nights they wished they had done things differently. They know now, no one else could ever replace what heaven gave them through you. Archangel Michael says, there comes a moment when divine love demands action. That's what last night was, the crossing point between thought and courage. That single act of ordering the ring shifted everything in the spiritual realm. Energies that were once blocked began to flow again. And my beloved child, you will soon begin to feel the ripple. The signs will intensify, flickering lights, sudden warmth, songs that speak directly to your soul. These are not coincidences, they're love letters from the unseen, reminding you, they are coming. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. Meanwhile, your person is trying to keep it together. They smile around others, pretending life is normal, but their mind drifts to you every few minutes. At work, at home, even in conversations, your image slips in between thoughts like sunlight through clouds. They tried distracting themselves with noise, but silence always wins. Because silence carries your voice, the one they miss, the one they still hear in their dreams. Every time they close their eyes, they see your face at peace, waiting without resentment. They've written countless messages but never hit send. They're saving the right words for the right moment, for the day they finally stand before you with truth instead of fear. That's why heaven is preparing both of you, carefully, like a masterpiece in progress. You might feel waves of emotion that make no sense, laughter 1 minute, tears the next. That's the energetic bridge between two connected hearts, clearing old residue. It's healing through memory, one heartbeat at a time. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. My beloved child, you've done the hardest part already. You stayed when you didn't understand. You forgave even when you weren't given closure. You loved without conditions, and that's why your blessing had to come back multiplied. Right now, your name is written on that ring box, even if it hasn't been shipped to you yet. Heaven has already stamped it with divine approval. It's no longer just a purchase, it's prophecy in motion. The person who once doubted now believes. They've seen too many signs to deny this anymore. Dreams with your laughter, feathers appearing in their path, sudden chills followed by warmth whenever they think of you. Archangel Michael surrounds them nightly, urging them to make peace with their heart. And when they do, the message will come, simple, unexpected, yet carrying the weight of eternity. You'll know it instantly. Your soul will whisper, "This is the moment we waited for." Type Amen to get blessing 2222. Archangel Michael says, true love doesn't return empty-handed, it returns transformed. That's why this time will be different. No mixed signals, no confusion, only clarity, reverence, and truth. Your person has seen your worth in ways words can't express. Every person they met after you only reminded them what they lost. They realized peace doesn't come from who's next, but from who's right. And you, my child, were always right. The angels are guiding their steps now. Even delays, missed calls, or small disruptions are part of divine choreography. Don't chase, let heaven stage the reunion. The more you stay grounded, the faster the energy will pull them closer. The ring is just a symbol, but the real gift will be their voice trembling when they finally say, "I never stopped loving you." Type Amen to get blessing 2323. My beloved child, prepare your heart but also your environment. The energy around you must match the love that's arriving. Clean your space, light a candle, and release any remnants of fear. This is sacred preparation, not superstition. As you do, the universe will respond. You'll start to notice gentle shifts, messages from strangers that sound like reassurance, time aligning perfectly, delays turning into blessings. These are the invisible threads of your story weaving together again. And when they appear, it will not feel forced. It will be quiet, natural, like the sunrise, undeniable yet gentle. They'll look at you the way they once did, but this time with full understanding of what you mean to their life. Archangel Michael says, you were never forgotten, you were preserved. That's the truth being revealed now. Heaven hid you not to punish them, but to teach them what irreplaceable really means. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. Tonight, when you close your eyes, speak softly to the universe. Say that you're ready for what's yours by divine law, not by chance. Let your heart release the pain but keep the memory, for the memory carries the proof of love's endurance. Your person will feel that signal. Their heart will skip without reason, their thoughts will drift, their pulse will race, because your souls are in communication again. They might not understand it yet, but they will feel it deeply. Soon, the ring will be delivered. The moment they hold it, the air around them will shimmer. They'll know it's time, the season of hiding is over. The truth will finally take human form, spoken in trembling sincerity. And when they come forward, heaven will stand behind them. Every angel, every prayer, every tear you ever cried will light that path. This is not fantasy, this is fulfillment. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20.